any of you previously viewing the live stream. So we're walking around with my dog in Baltimore's most dangerous neighborhood, and that is the Middle East. So looks like we got 0 people watching. Oh well, that happens. But this is the location of the wire, and as you can see, some hollowed out places. But the architecture is still very pretty. We got some interesting houses. So we're walking around Baltimore's most dangerous neighborhood. This is the Middle East. It has the highest amount of carjackings, highest amount of murders in the entire city of Baltimore. Baltimore is the 4th most dangerous city in America. So we'll see if it's really dangerous or not. And this is my dog. His name is Name, and I picked him up. I was down in Mexico. I've been all around the continent, and I picked him up off the street. He was a stray dog. He just started following me. Since then, he's been all around the continent. I think he's been about 30 states in the U.S. with me, 6 provinces in Canada with me, and about 20 states in Mexico. Speaking of which, or I guess this is more native, and this is kind of the interesting part of the hood. This is why I like to walk around in the hood. There's beauty here. There's poverty, certainly. Case in point, all those buildings are hollowed out. But when you walk around most dangerous neighborhood of Baltimore, it's not actually that scary. And you'll see some beautiful street art. You'll see beauty in everyday life, I think, in my opinion. And I think these buildings, look at these buildings. There's something unique about the Mid-Atlantic Northeast with their architecture that, even though it's certainly run down in this neck of the woods, it's beautiful, in my opinion. Just gotta say, hey baby, what's up, what's up? How you doing, guy? YouTube. Doesn't want to say hi to me, that's all right. You got more street art. Beautiful. So yeah, this is right where The Wire was filmed, and we're a little right now east of Johns Hopkins Medical Center. So a lot of the neighborhood is centered around Johns Hopkins. There's a lot of gentrification going along right around the exact area of the hospital. But now that we're 5 blocks away from the hospital, that isn't necessarily the case. So let's take a look at what this mural is about. Now the time have come. Somebody just got to get their grammar right. I hear the sound of drums, like running water, sounds of the heart. Our time have come from traveling around the town as we move our feet. The more we hear the beat of our community neighborhood love, a peace we feel, and something, they're not great with the painting here because you can't read it. Home with friends and family, a place we call reclaim our community, a place you feel the love with a loving neighborhood. So I'm glad I read this, guys, because what this is about, in my opinion, and looking at this culture and looking at this murals, what this is about, what that message is about, was we want to reclaim our community from gentrification. Right now, 2 blocks outside of the Hopkins Medical Center, rent has gone up. I heard the averages now might be like $1,500, something like that. So there's been a big effort to revitalize, but sometimes revitalization also means pricing people out, only trying to get a certain clientele living in your neighborhood. So that mural, there's some depth in that mural. That mural is a message. Look at this blue house. And Kevin Hornbuckle says, why do you have your dog off leash? Some people hate people who have dogs off leash. I like to give them freedom. This is the first ever dog I've had in my life. So I never had one growing up. And I picked him up off the street, and I figured, like, when I want to raise my dog, I want to raise him with radical freedom. All of us have these dogs where they're constrained the entire time they exist. And I figured if I was taking him from the street and revoking that freedom in some regard, I shouldn't constrain him to a leash. There should be some benefit. There should be as many benefits as possible as latching onto me. So he's pretty well behaved. He doesn't run off. He doesn't bite people. He doesn't cause a scene. So I think he deserves the leash. I mean, with a time without a leash. When he was poorly behaved, what I would do to train him is I'd put the leash on him. I'd be like, all right, you messed up. Now you get the leash. So it was a good way to train him, and he kind of learned what not to do. Not that there was that much he really had to take care of. But yeah, he had to learn what not to do. So yeah, let's take a look at some of the stores around here. DTLR. Are you just on a stroll in Baltimore, or are you there for an amazing purpose? I wish you were amazing. Thank you, TB. It's like TB tuberculosis. Got the old TB blues. No, I'm traveling for a purpose. I'm from New York City initially, but I love to travel. It's kind of a hobby of mine. But I'm heading down to South Carolina to cover the last week of the primary for my YouTube. So I'm stopping every 2 hours and checking places out, and taking about a week and a half to get there. I apologize, I got a YouTube. Here's a gentleman's pointing at me. He's friendly, kind of crazy too. You can pet him. You want to pet him? Loves attention. You want to say hi to my YouTube? Yeah, I got 100 people watching. 100 people? Yeah, so we got a few. Check you guys out. He likes you guys.
He likes dogs a lot.
I can tell. You guys got dogs or not?
I used to have one.
Okay. Once upon a time.
Yeah.
How is it living here? You feel all right? You're able to get by?
Sometimes.
Okay. Are things relatively safe, or is it you got to be on your hind legs once in a while?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Especially
interesting.
at night.
Yeah. Yes. The night is when it makes the difference. That's what it's all about. He's loving you. He's like, all right, cool. Let's go back to you guys. You seem cool. Why not? Thanks for saying hi, guys. Nice meeting you. So yeah, this is it, man. It's nothing but love. Sorry, I was talking to YouTube. It's weird. It's like I'm talking to myself. Sorry, he's friendly. Apologies. He is. Don't worry. I promise. So those guys are not happy about the dog walking around. Well, yeah, man. Everybody's cool here. I don't necessarily feel like I'm in danger. And again, this is the highest concentration of muggings. Hey, we got a dog up ahead, so I got to make sure he doesn't try to clash with that little dog. Hey, let's cross the street. Hey, let's cross the street. Chill. Hey. Good boy. Okay. We got Phoenix Cultural too. You get your little mask. I thought COVID was finished. Why do you need that? Huh. Oh well. I might get some threads here. Right. You got your tax services. Wingstown. We might be eating at Wingstown because that's the best reviewed soul food joint in this neck of the woods. And tell me if you guys are watching and have a conversation, you want to look up some restaurants, let me know. You doing it? Let me know, because there's good soul food here, and there's a high concentration of Muslim immigrants here as well. So the halal food will also be very good. So that's the thing about the hood. The hood's not a bad thing, man. The hood's got diversity of food. You know, you go to this small city or this small town, and you get the same damn type of restaurants. You go to the hood, you get the best soul food, you get the best halal, you get Caribbean cuisine, you get African cuisine, you get Vietnamese cuisine. I mean, this is the beauty of a big city, man. And then everybody just paints it with this brush, saying you're going to get killed, you're going to get robbed, it's dangerous. But there's a hell of a lot of beauty. Speaking of which, let's take a look at that building. Hey, sorry, man, I'm just crossing the street. I'm just yelling at my dog. Look at this. The little bits of hidden beauty you will find. Love those walkabouts. Thank you, Ladista. I appreciate it. That's what we're trying to do. And I'm you know, we'll talk to people and get to know people, but I want to say that this YouTube might be a little different than some of the other walkabouts because it's less I mean, yes, we're in the most dangerous neighborhood, so that's going to generate interest, but it's less poverty porn, I would say. I also want to highlight the beauty that's around here, the cool people that are around here, the places to eat that are good around here. So a little different in that way. I'm not trying to exploit people or portray anything in a negative light. I'm going to portray stuff in a real light, so we'll probably see some shit. We'll probably get into some stuff, but I always want to try to portray things in the light that they actually are. And look at the hidden beauty. Dog's just stopping for a moment, doing his thing. Got the music, I like it. Rippity rap. Sorry guys, I'm lighting a cigarette real quick. Forgive me. Actually, you can still see it. Cool. So yeah, generally kind of empty. Is that dog ready to squeeze cheese? That's a new expression. Freenecks. I don't know. He's getting ready to take a shit though. He's taking a shit right now. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. It's kind of nice part about the hoodie. You don't have to clean up the shit because there's shit everywhere. So it's like you don't have to worry about that. She's missing a few of her teeth, but that's all right. How you doing? You can say hi to him.
Hello.
Hey, say hi to your friend. Thank you. I appreciate it. Next time he'll say hi to you. He's going a little crazy. He's looking for the bathroom. I don't want to talk to those people, but next time. Spit so you don't get a bump on your eye. Oh, spit rap? Spit fire? I don't know what you're talking about. I could try to spit some rap. I tried to rap once. So it's on a reality show called Ice-T's Rap School with rapper Ice-T in 2015. If you want to Google it, you could. I'm Dodge Landisman. You could Google Dodge City Ice-T's Rap School, and you'll be able to find me on Google Images. But I did spit some bars, and I opened for Public Enemy, and I was the designated freestyler. I guess I was able to do that a little more than some other people were. But I was terrible, man. And yeah, so we opened for Public Enemy, B.B. King's House of Blues in New York City. And one guy threw a nickel at my head, one guy threw a cup at me, and I was trying to take my mic into the audience, being like, hey, what's up? And then one guy tried to forcibly take the mic away from me. So that was an interesting experience. This is a cool church. Look at this church. And Freenecks, thank you. Yeah, I suppose I've lived an interesting life. More unique than a lot of other people. But yeah, man, I love all these buildings, all these row houses. And this is what I like about the Northeast as well. Yeah, there are cool structures, aren't they? I mean, these things are pretty to look at. And here's something kind of interesting. Here's your bodega. People think bodegas are unique to New York City. They're actually unique mainly to the east and to the less advantaged areas. But I really like this. We come Ra's on convenience, on hold. Cool. See ya. I'm sorry, he's friendly.
That's Georgia?
Oh, this is like Air Force.
What's her name?
Oh, his name is Name.
Who?
Name, just Name.
Name?
Hey, Name, say hi.
Hey, Name, come here.
Say hi.
How you doing, Name?
He's doing well. He's loving the attention.
How you doing, Name?
He's doing all right. He's soaking in the sights and sounds. I got a YouTube, by the way. So
You
just
can slap
recording
the
it.
pussy on me. I got cats at the house.
Oh, there you go. That guy.
You like how I work that?
That was smart. That was real slick. That was slick. I like that.
You learn shit like that when you become 73.
Okay, 73.
January 23rd.
God bless. She's 73. What secret to life would you say? You look good, because you look like you're 61, maybe. That would be. So what's your secret?
Eat well. Eat pussy. Praise God.
Amen. All right, that's a new combo. That is a new combo, brother. I like it. I like it. I've never heard that in the state. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I think I do.
At my age, you can only be original.
Amen. Amen. I am too, you know.
That's right.
I'll do you one better, actually. What's your name, bud?
Mason Bowen.
Mason. How's it living here? You feel good? You feel safe? Are people nice here?
Yep.
Okay, cool. You going to school?
Mm-hmm.
What type of school you go to?
Finch Tillman, elementary school.
Elementary. Kids are nice there?
Yeah.
What subject are you good at? You good at school or not really?
I'm good at school.
Good for you. Don't let me keep you. They're yelling at you. What's your favorite subject?
Art.
Art. Cool. Art. You got a reaction to that.
Hey, we got a new actor artist. Hey.
Triple threat.
Look.
I got
Okay.
markers in my book now.
Nice. You got the markers. I like that.
Here? Good. Let me tell you what. Let me tell you. I have a friend.
Yeah.
His name is Augusta Williams. He's an artist.
Cool.
He does stuff, and he has showrooms. He does shows. I'm gonna tell you what. You see that guy right here in the second house, Earl? I'm always there. I want you to come see me.
Okay.
I'm gonna hook you up with him. Okay?
God bless.
My name is Mr. Mitch or Chessman. I'm a chess player. What's your name?
Mason Bowen.
Mason? All right, Mason. Look, I'm gonna be looking for you. If you don't see me tomorrow, you come every day. I'll be right there.
You need mentors. That's how you be an artist. You got mentors.
That's right. I'm gonna get you successful. I'm gonna see you. No, my grandchildren don't see you on TV. I'll be gone. Trust me. You're an artist. Let me tell you something. My son, he's 48. He lives in Atlanta. He has 6 children. He is a graphic artist.
Cool.
When he was your age, I asked him what he wanted to do. I lived in Brooklyn, New York. He told me he wanted to be an artist. So you know what I did? I made money at the time. I sold cars. So I went to the artist store. I got a guy.
I gotta go.
No, hold up. He's coming. He's coming. Let me tell you. I have a case. I bought a case on some article. I still have it. You know what he does today? He's an artist. You know what he does for a living? The magazines, Newsweek, Black Enterprise, Time.
I know, it's nasty advice.
He puts the ad on the page. You know how much money he makes for one page? $70,000.
It's real money.
Let me tell you something.
Food for thought.
I'm going to be right there, second house. I am always there. You come see me. I'm going to get you together. Trust me. I don't want you to be poor. And I don't.
He won't be. He's got too much talent. But you got to find the right people.
Trust me. Come looking for me. Mitch. Mr. Mitch or Chessman.
Mitch, good to meet you guys.
All right. Take care.
Thanks for the words of wisdom.
Yes, sir.
And the laughs. Appreciate it.
Look, you can't let him go wild.
Nah. Ha. So that was interesting. Little interactions. Little interactions you get in the hood, man. Look at this building. Isn't that pretty? I love the colors here. I love the way that buildings are painted. It's pleasing to look at. People say that the hood is this horrible, awful place, but I don't know. Architecturally around the East especially is very historic. And a lot of these buildings are probably built in the late 1800s, give or take, all these old brownstones. And of course there's a religious community over here. We are holy because whoops, they misspelled that. We are holy because God is holy. We live in our heart. I am son of God. Well, if you think so, that's your opinion. Guardian warrior of the vision. Who is the king? It's my king, Jesus. And he has a whole revelation. Well, I like the commitment. He's committed to the bit. I'll tell you that. Me gusta la banda. La música. Vivimos en México para 6 meses. ¿Qué artista es eso? ¿Banda de recuerdo o la otra? Es otro. Ok, me gusta esto. ¿Qué artista? De Río. Ok, claro. Yo recuerdo. Mucho gusto. So you speak a little bit of Spanish, been all around Mexico, so it's hearing that banda music. Decided to have a little conversation. That's another reason here, man. Like that dude is like the immigrant that people rail against and say how awful it is that they're here. Seemed like a nice dude to me. Look at this peach house. Pretty. Peach. And look at the green. Don't worry, we're going this way. I was just looking at the house. Logan Qualls says hi. Hello, Logan Qualls. I wonder if you're related to Ryan Qualls. Ryan Qualls is a dude who ran for governor of Kentucky this last election season. Lost to Daniel Cameron, who lost to Andy Beshear. His name was Ryan Qualls. So maybe you guys are related. Who knows? So yeah, so you see the signs of poverty too. Boarded up house. But you see that some of these buildings, for example, Sotheby's is on one of these brownstones. So this is the effort for gentrification that mural was talking about. And it happens one by one, but this is, if you can see, it's Sotheby's. That house is Sotheby's, so that's going to go for a lot of money. And you can see it's really pretty built up. So, you know, it's interesting. It's both good and bad because it makes things safer. It makes the neighborhood more beautiful. But at the same time, it pushes people out and they can't afford to live there. And that's why, you know, nobody can afford to live in Brooklyn. That's why nobody can afford to live in D.C. Philadelphia is still pretty all right, but everywhere else around it, not particularly. No food. Sometimes the hood is fun because the dog will find some food, but not this time around. Where do you want to go? Here's a little main thoroughfare. And I'm gonna try to find to see if we could get to Patterson Park. This is my third time in Baltimore. The last time I went, there's a park near here called Patterson Park, which they have a beautiful Chinese style pagoda, which is cool to take a look at. So the stream's gonna cut out for a quick second so I can look at maps. Sorry guys, good news. Patterson Park is about a 10-minute walk. Hey! It's about a 10-minute walk in the same direction. So we're gonna hit Patterson Park, and that's one of the pretty. We're gonna also do like a little bit of a hood park tour. That's one of the prettier hood parks around. Let's actually cross the street because there's another cool mural. They call this a park. Interesting. McElderry Park. Cool. Hey, going this way. He got a little confused by the change in direction. But there's a lot of beautiful street murals around here. And again, a lot of beauty in the hood. Everybody talks about the nasty side, evil immigrants living in the hood, some racism involved, obviously, but you actually go and you get nothing but love. That's really what it is. I mean, everybody we talked to was cool. Now, they're a little more characters than I would say the snooty white person, I suppose, and they have a little more personality, are more interesting to get to know, and have a little more life. You know, I grew up pretty wealthy with my family in New York City, and I just never fit in with the people that I grew up around because they're very reserved and took themselves so seriously. And I like this community better, where I think people kind of meld into my personality a little more. But yeah, that's the difference. In the hood, people are less self-conscious and less abrasive, I would say, and are less competitive. Another good way to put it, and less superficial in a lot of ways. Just gonna chase the bird now. Yeah, pretty lights over here. Yeah, it's pretty. It looks like DC a little bit. Of course, it's not far from it. Same style of architecture. I want to say the East and the Midwest is the most beautiful architecture. And then you get to the West, where a lot of the country is newer. So you don't have these beautifully built, historic, built in the 1800s row homes. You have these ugly buildings and no real neighborhood. Everything's on an interstate or a highway or on a big thoroughfare. But the East is not like that. And the Midwest isn't really like that either. You got to get to like Texas where it starts kind of getting ugly. Which we'll check out. If you're enjoying the stream, we're also going to do Richmond, Virginia. Oh, look at this. Another really cool mural. They like bird. Oh yeah, Orioles, right? Duh. I was like, what's all the birds? What's up with them damn birds? But now I kind of get why they got all the birds, because they're the Orioles. Just gonna take a look at another cool mural, and then a block away is Patterson Park. We'll take a look at that as well. Hey, we're going this way. Cool. Freenix says, cool, this is like a free tour. Exactly. I'm glad you could enjoy it. And that's also what I want to do, is get people to actually look at these neighborhoods and think, hey, if they live close, let's say you live in DC and you want to vibe out for a cool weekend, hey, there's actually a lot of cool shit to see in Baltimore. So I'm hoping, I'm hoping to promote some of this stuff and actually shine a light and indicate that they could be kind of cool places to walk around and enjoy a day in. So thank you for recognizing that, Freenix. I appreciate it. See, election coming up. I like that. We need Sneed, Shannon Sneed. She's cute, Shannon Sneed. She's running for city council president. Baltimore is interesting. They're always changing their neighborhoods. I think it's a gentleman named Adrian Scott. She's run for council. And Adrian Scott, I think, beat Sheila Dixon, who was the mayor before. And then she beat the incumbent, and the incumbent beat her last time. So Baltimore is always, they're never happy with their leadership, probably understandably. Crime has gone through the roof, and there seems to be no tangible solution. But they always seem to be pretty unhappy with their relationship. There's a white dude up ahead. Well, I thought I was the only one. Shocker. Things you see. Sometimes worlds will surprise you. We got a heart comment. Thank you guys for the heart. I don't know what that is, but that's cool. And we're about a block away now from Patterson Park, which is a really pretty park, and we'll try to find the little Chinese-like pagoda, which is, I think, one of the prettier structures in the country. Dog loves the hood too, because he could just sniff and sniff and sniff. Sorry, I'm sniffling. Slightly cold out. No, not that cold, about 50 degrees. Which has been nicer than what I've experienced before. Dude, there's going to be a lot more places to be in the park. There's going to be a lot more grass in the park. Just trying to find this one little spot of grass to take a piss. But if we literally walk one block, that unfortunately dogs cannot understand logic. If we could walk one block, then there'll be a lot of grass to piss on. So yeah, we're about to come up in Patterson Park. Again, all these buildings are super pretty. Zeke Cohen, he's trying to run. Sheila Dixon, I was talking about the mayoral election and stuff. I think the mayoral election just happened, if I'm not mistaken. Zeke Cohen, Jewish. Well, Baltimore, Zeke Cohen is Jewish, and Baltimore is actually a really big Jewish population as well. So we might, I think there is a specific Jewish neighborhood with a good Jewish deli, so maybe tomorrow we'll check that out as well. There's so many cool little interesting unique neighborhoods in this city to check out. And again, the diversity is just very unique. So there's a lot of good food to try, a lot of interesting people to meet, all that jazz. And here we are at Patterson Park. Cool view of the city. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Gotta make sure he stops. So this is Patterson Park. And again, this is the park in the most dangerous neighborhood of Baltimore. Although you see here, It's quite a few white people. So I'm sure everybody enjoys it from all around. He's probably looking for squirrels, which is less exciting. Hey, can you say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? Yes. Thank you for asking. Oh, there's the pagoda we were talking about. And tell me if you guys want to, not that many people are commenting, but if you guys want to tell me where to go and what to check out, do let me know. If you get a little bored, let me know as well, because this is just kind of grass. Oh, this is interesting. Actually, I could talk a minute or two about what these things are. These are city gardens, community gardens. And in urban environments, this one seems really dilapidated, sadly. But in a lot of urban environments, when outdoor space is tough to find, in city parks, they will create community gardens. And what that means is you could bring your own seeds and your own stuff to plant, and you could plant it in this community garden, which Patterson Farm. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm a heavy smoker. So yeah, and if you want to plant your own stuff, it's kind of the answer to food insecurity, because obviously people less advantaged neighborhoods or don't have money to go out to nice restaurants, and they don't live near a grocery store, they don't have access to healthy foods. So but this one looks down and out, which kind of makes me sad. Although who knows? I mean, it's not spring yet, so maybe it's not too bad. So this is the pagoda. Pretty cool. I'm bummed out there aren't any squirrels here. He likes to chase squirrels. Exactly. That's cool. I got some other dogs off leash here, which is nice. Cool dog. Pretty nice park if you ask. Yeah, right? It's pretty nice. What's going on? Sorry, he's friendly. He says thank you. He's so mellow, this one.
Yeah, she has her moments.
Hard to tell.
As long as the dog is not bigger than her.
Yeah, so he's the same way. Like if it was a husky or something, then he gets super aggressive. Then that would be the headache. Thanks for saying hi to him.
Have a nice one.
Thank you. So yeah, this is like the reality of the hood. Again, you know, you wouldn't expect those people to be right here in this dangerous neighborhood, but that's the reality, because everybody enjoys this park. And it's, yeah, as Freenix said, it is a pretty nice park. So, you know, it's not, you don't meet really only one type of people here. You kind of meet everybody. But this is the pagoda. I don't think it is Chinese. I think it's just historic. But it's one of my favorite structures in Baltimore. And you probably could see sort of a decent view of the city as well, which we could check out. So yeah, guys, there's a little less action than yesterday. Ironically, a lot more action in downtown, which I expected, because this area is more residential. And people think, oh, it's really unsafe because of its reputation. But in reality, you'll encounter a lot less craziness than you would in downtown, where it's the center. Hey, stop. Where it's the center of commerce. But yeah, let's take a look at this pagoda. Little buds on the trees. Cool. Look at this. Talk about a cool view of the city. He's enjoying himself. He loves stairs. Because where I picked up my dog in Ciudad Jimenez, there were no stairs, because it was a small Mexican city with probably about, not even city, pueblito town, with about 40,000 people, which in America, that's quite a lot, 40,000, but in Mexico, that's actually a pretty small population because everybody kind of lives packed in like sardines. So there were no structures with multiple stories where I picked them up off the street from. And I remember we got into a city called Torreon, Coahuila, and there was a set of stairs to cross the highway, and he spent an hour just walking up and down the stairs. So he is a big stair fan. Me gusta las escalones. You got your flag, smells some good cannabis, that's cool. People smoking and toking. Another view of the pagoda. Glad we got to find Patterson Park today. So yeah, again, this park, right where The Wire was filmed. Pretty cool. I think the sun's setting, so I'll probably sign off once the sun goes down, but not necessarily. Let's see what we get into. Sorry, he's friendly. Thanks for saying hi. He likes you. Al gusto tú. ¿Cómo estás? ¿De dónde eres?
Salvador.
Salvador. Mucho distancia. Perdóname, tengo una YouTube. La intención es la caminar en la colonia es interesante. ¿Cuánto, si no tienes problema con la pregunta, cuánto meses vivas aquí o años?
10 años.
10 años.
Sí.
Oh, hace mucho tiempo. Ah, ok. Siento seguridad. Siento seguridad aquí. Es no loco con el Trump y el inmigración. Todo bien. Soy alegre. El Salvador, ¿qué es tu ciudad? ¿San Salvador?
San Salvador.
¿Por qué tu éxito San Salvador? ¿Por qué tu vámonos? ¿Es peligroso? ¿Por qué es peligroso?
Antes.
Ah, oh, antes. Ok.
Ahora ya no, cambió mi país.
Ah, claro. ¿Eso solo para oportunidades economía o?
Sí.
Ah, claro, claro, interesante. Well, pero muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Información interesante. Mucho gusto. Gracias por la atención también. Hasta luego. See, I speak a little bit of Spanish. Even though clearly not Latin. But yeah, it was interesting talking to those guys. Like, again, I just like to go to these neighborhoods because these are the people that politicians play political football with. Those are the immigrants. And you meet them and they're nice, cool people. And that guy has been there for 10 years. There are immigrants who have been here for a long time before the controversies, before whatever. So it was cool to kind of meet one of them from San Salvador. And we'll take a look at the pagoda again. Cool, right? Oh, we could go. And so I was asking him in Spanish, do you feel secure here? Is it more of a headache because of immigration, Trump, Biden? Because both of them have been actually pretty restricted. He said no, and he said he left before El Salvador got really dangerous. Before El Salvador, sorry, it's directing the dog. Before El Salvador got really dangerous. So interesting to hear his perspective. I dated a girl from El Salvador when I was in Richmond, Virginia. So there's a concentration in the mid-Atlantic, northern south of people from El Salvador. I remember I asked her to take a photo, and then I dated just in a park, and then I would make the trip to Richmond probably once every 2 weeks. I lived in New York City, so it's about 6 hours away. And yeah, we dated for a good amount of time. Not that long, like 4 months or something. But yeah, so El Salvador, I know all about that. He helped me with my Spanish, which I appreciate. Dog's really happy to be running around. See, I wouldn't mind living here. A lot of open space. Oh, this is cool. There's an old casino, probably defunct. But we'll check that out. probably couldn't go inside, but let's see if they try to throw me out or not. Oh, you can't even go through the fence. Oh, there's a squirrel. He's got a squirrel. He's got a squirrel. His day is made. He is happy. He hath chased the squirrel. And so while he's checking out the squirrel, we'll take a look at the casino. Oh yeah, he's got the squirrel. He's beefing. He's beefing. So this dog has a high predatory drive. And so his life revolves around chasing small animals, like this squirrel. Yeah, he's fat, but he's still fast. Thank you, Freenix. How long have you spoken Spanish? It's pretty good. Thank you for thinking it's good. I've never formally taken lessons or anything like that. But I've been traveling around Mexico for about 4 years, and altogether I've been to about 27 states. And in total, in the span of about 4 years, I would go in and out of Mexico. I'd spend 3 months there, go back, 3 months there, go back. So 4 years altogether, but I would say about a year in those 4 years total being in Mexico. So I guess I just picked up the language, or at least a good amount of it, to have basic conversations, because I would go outside of Cancun, places like that, in Cabos, and outside of even Mexico City, where people really don't speak English. You have to speak Spanish. So I figured out what I kind of needed to say, and then I've dated people who only have spoken Spanish. So I've gotten much better just kind of being with them and having that experience. So now he's kind of given up, the dog, sadly. I know, you won't ever get him. Not going to kill him tonight. You're not going to kill him. No, I shouldn't encourage him, but if I say one thing, we gonna find them. We gonna kill them. See, now he's like, all right, what are we gonna hunt for? Let's take a look at this casino. Defunct. Cool. So yeah, some definitely economic downturn. Look at all these buildings too. Cool, right? We'll try to go to the left area where some of those really pretty houses are, because going to the park could be like a one-trick pony. But honestly, when I walk, again, somebody asked why I don't have my dog on a leash. Radical freedom for the dog, and the dog kind of decides how long he wants to walk, where he wants to walk. So I'm kind of really just following him. I'll guide him, and there'll be moments where he just stands there and needs me to guide him, and he doesn't care anymore. But until then, I gotta get him away from this dog. Hey, 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 hey. Good boy. So yeah, pretty cool. Couple jogging, white couple. So respect to them. You know, I like that. Not all white people are afraid to go to the hood. Some jog and walk their dogs. We're not all wusses. White people. White people. So much fun. White people up all night. Genocide for anyone who isn't white. It's an old song. Not that I agree with any of that, obviously. But yeah, we're gonna try to take a look at some of those buildings, because they're pretty with all the lights. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah. Hey. Only thing I do direct him is direct him away from dogs. Hey. Thank you. And I'll take a look at some of the buildings over here. Beautiful church up ahead. Cool. So yeah, this is the hood, guys. It's actually quiet, relaxed, low key. People walking their dogs. It's not all doom and gloom. That's the rep, you know. I mean, you two people go to one street, and of course that one street is a reality, but they go to one street, everybody's shooting up, things are crazy, people are nodding out. Okay, that's one street. You go to any other street besides that one street, and it's a cool, enjoyable scene. Look at this with the pretty lights. See them? Like, just beautiful. So yeah, this is the reality. We see the good, the bad, and the ugly. And there's some ugly to see, certainly, but I don't think as extreme as people necessarily think it is. At some point, I'm hungry, so we're gonna get something to eat. So cool, right? This kind of reminds me of the castle-like houses. Remind me a lot of Canada, French Canada, Montreal, and Quebec City, and Magog has houses like that. And Drummondville, it's a French style, which Baltimore makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of French influence in Baltimore, Lafayette, all that. But yeah, pretty houses. Little lights on there. This area is looks like it's getting gentrified. So now we're kind of more in the gentrified section of the Middle East. But it's going to vary block by block, structure by structure. We'll call them. Cool. So yeah, it's just a delight. You know, it's a nice way to spend a day. Walk around, look at the beautiful buildings. It's about a really nice 53 degrees out, so not cold. I had to put my jacket on. I was shivering before. Got a little ambitious just wearing a sweater, but other than that, let's take another look at this church. Cool. But other than that, it's a great day. These two crazy white people. This guy doesn't even have a sweater. See white people be crazy like that. Now the dog is way ahead. Usually he'll stop, smell something, go to the bathroom. Uh-oh, he sees a squirrel. Squirrel time, squirrel time. Really nice, isn't it? Yeah. Thanks, Phoenix. Glad you give us a different perspective than what people say. That's the whole point. And just kind of spend a day with me. Relax, vibe out, talk about the history, watch the dog attack some squirrels. Squirrel number 2. Yeah, this is a good day for him. He's gotten 2 so far. This is good, man. You're famous. It's 100 people are watching you. You're going to make me some goddamn money, boy. Respect. That's why I love you. I love him for other reasons too, but hey, look. I have a code. Sigamalai. 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 Sigamalai, Sigamalai. Trying to get him to the squirrel. We have a code. You missed it. Sorry, man. I feel like a jerk now. I got you away from the other squirrel. So I don't know why, but I like different languages, so I'll make up random words and things for code. So that was code for squirrel. We have a different code for deer because he likes to chase deer. So yeah, one word for deer, one word for and a different word for squirrel, and squirrel would also accompany chipmunks, rats, any small vermin. But he missed squirrel number 3, and I feel bad because I distracted him from squirrel number 2. That's on me. Yeah, now we're walking in gentrified land. I'm not going to sign off. I'm going to look at Google Maps just to tell you exactly what street we're on. and to tell you, are we still in the Middle East? Are we somewhere else? Because we've been walking for 40 minutes. So I'll check. Be right back. So here's the kind of interesting part. I just looked at where we are in Google Maps. We're getting out of the Middle East and into the Highlands. And the Highlands is actually one of the wealthier neighborhoods in Baltimore. And that's the interesting part about the city, is the most dangerous sit directly next to the wealthiest neighborhood, which is why I think Baltimore is kind of cool. Everybody kind of sees everybody because they live so close to each other. So that's why in the park, you know, you saw a lot of white people looked nicer, but then 2 blocks away, you know, it was a completely different racial makeup. So that's why the city is kind of fun to walk around in, because every other block is a different type of person, is a different type of community, and that's kind of fun to see. Hey. Oh, I'm getting hungry. We're going to find some food at some point. But I'd rather find some food in the hood now. This is like the nicer part. But yeah, if it's still interesting to you, we'll saw the worst of it. We'll see the best of it. So we're in Highland now. And I'm going to try to get back on the city streets, check some stuff out. But that's the other thing, too. It's not like the whole area of Baltimore is really down and out with shuttered businesses and extreme poverty. Plenty of neighborhoods that are pretty cool. Kid on her bike, that's cute. Well, this is a good time to see everything, right when the sun's going down. Super interesting. It's cool to see about a place I've never been to. Thank you, Lidsta. Thank you. Yeah, and you know, stick with me because we're gonna do this. Hey. We're going to do this in New Orleans, in Richmond, and Houston, as well as El Paso. And then we're, with the dog, that's where I picked the dog up, in Mexico. With the dog, we're going to go down to Mexico and do Culiacan. That's where I know a young lady down there, so it'll be fun to see her. Culiacan is where El Chapo's son got arrested, or they tried to arrest him. There's a standoff, and then AMLO, the president of Mexico, let him go. But Culiacan is famous for being one of the most cartel-ridden cities in Mexico. It's also a really fun city. So we'll go all, well, I mean, if you just want to follow me, we'll go. I mean, I'm spending my life on the road just traveling the continent. So we'll see places in Mexico. We'll see places in the U.S. When the weather gets nice, we'll go up to Canada as well. Canada is interesting because the drug addiction is even worse proportionally than the United States. Cool dogs, badass. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, hope you subscribe. Guys, if you're watching, please subscribe. You'll get a lot more of this. And yeah, anyways, talking to me in chat, I want to be interactive. If you want to say go here, go there. Not that there are that many people in the chat right now. Oh, thank you. I can't get out easily, so this is great. I'm glad you think so. I'm glad it could be a little bit of a virtual tour. Just taking a poo again. What else is new? That's the whole point is kind of moseying around. This is kind of cool, the Patterson Public House with the little pride things on the sidewalk. Cool. Pumpkins. The dog's intense today. He's not getting tired. Sometimes after an hour, he'll get tired. We've been doing this for about an hour now, and he is no worse for wear than he was when we began. So, continue we shall. Sniffing something. Oh, now we got only one person watching. Well, thank you for the one person who's watching. I do appreciate it. Got a lot of dogs today. A lot of dogs. Hey. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, pride flag. Pretty cool. Getting out of the park. Sorry about that. Hey, hey, he's friendly. Hey, little pissing competition. Sorry you have to do that. I feel bad. So I got a little YouTube walk around the neighborhood. You're ready for prime time. You're ready for your close-up. Your dog's so cute. What's your dog's name?
Chloe?
Chloe. I like it. Nice to meet you guys. She's kind of cute. Man, I should try to holler. Any of you guys want to try to wingman me, let me know. Her dog is very cute. Hey Wesley, what's up? Glad we connected on Facebook. Thanks for watching again. I appreciate it. Your dog is very cool too, by the way. Wesley has a black and white dog. Beautiful looking dog. Or I assume that's your dog. So nice to have you. Ladista is laughing, yes. I always try to keep my eye out, just in case, maybe I can get a nice date. And I travel alone most of the time, and I'm pretty social, but I really like my own company as well. And I am, ooh, these are cool houses, and I am very outgoing, but once every other week, I like to go out and try to go to the bars if I can, or have a nice date, do something like that. Did Border Patrol give you a hard time bringing your Mexican dog over? No, and I'm going to release a video, if you guys want to subscribe. I'm going to release like an hour-long video about the story of my dog. Because my dog had cancer. I picked him up off the street. He had cancer. He was bleeding from his penis. He had, get this, a cancer that was an STD, sexually transmitted disease cancer. He got chemo. I was able to raise money for him because he was featured on this Instagram called The Doggist, which has, I think, like 1 million followers or something like that. And I had a GoFundMe, and we're able to raise the $4,000 for his chemo in 12 hours, which is pretty cool. So he has a lot of guardian angels looking out for him. But with Border Patrol, no, I was very nervous about that. And I was in Tepic in Tamaulipas, and that was the last stop before crossing the border. And I got like a pet passport for him, and I got his vaccination. And I remember that the vets in Mexico, it's so much easier to see a vet in Mexico. You can just walk in than it is in the US, and so much cheaper. There's no comparison. And he was a street dog, so I was trying to give him his rabies shot so he could be accepted across the border. And the vet just said, all right, if I can't do it, you can just do it. And so I gave him, myself, I gave the dog the rabies shot. So we had everything printed in the pet passport. The vet got these official stickers saying he has these shots. And then guess what? We cross. Border Patrol doesn't even ask about him. He saw him. He's sitting right there in the car. Border Patrol just lets him go right through. There was no question. All of that was completely unnecessary. Although he needed a shot. So look at this, pretty. Let's zoom out. He needed his shots. Oh, Wesley, thank you, sir. That's very kind. The more eyeballs, the better. I'm trying to zoom out here, guys. Looks like I'm unable to. Okay. But still, very pretty. So yeah, we just crossed the border. He's crossed the border now. He must have crossed 10 different borders at this point since I've had him, because he's been to Canada 3 times, in and out of Canada, and he's been back to Mexico twice. Like your outfit. That's a very cool outfit. Well, she didn't want to say thank you, but I did like her outfit. I will say that. She did not want to hear any of it. I think she's in her own world. I think that was her scene. Where do you want to go? You can go anywhere you want. You can walk anywhere you want. Do anything you want. Ooh, cool. Pretty, right? So yeah, dog's been through a lot. We'll have a longer video about him later on, or some pictures and videos and stuff. But yeah, he has traveled to the moon and back with me. The furthest he went with me, furthest trip we ever had, was from Midland, Texas. I had a job out there in the middle of Texas. And we went down to Puebla, which is south of Mexico City. And then we went all the way up to Prince Rupert, which is about 3 hours from Alaska, in the car. This is no plane or anything. So that was the longest trip we ever did. Texas down to Puebla, up to Prince Rupert, and then down to Yuma, Arizona, where I had my next job. So that was crisscrossing the continent. Sorry, friendly. I got a YouTube if you want to say hi. I got 200 people watching. You like living around here? Things are good? Nah, not at all. How come? People in your... It's violent shit. So, and is the violence like, is it like you have to start it, or can it just be random? Somebody could just... I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. Sucks. So it's, yeah, so there's even if you mind your own business, it doesn't make a difference. What school do you go to? Catholic school or charter?
No, I go to NAP prep.
Okay, oh, prep, okay. So you got, it's a prep school, not bad. You gonna go college and all that, whole 9 yards? What you like to study? Oh, that's practical. I studied English, so that's why I'm broke. Because you good at English, you ain't gonna get a real job. You good at science, you'll have a secure career for decades. So that's smart, you got a good head on your shoulders. This is a boy. Yeah, he's a boy. He's liking, he's traveling around, soaking in the sights. What's your favorite subject?
You got the highest.
Math is practical too. See, I can't even add 2 plus 2. That's even too hard. Nice to meet you guys. So that's sad, man. Even the kids, those are sweet kids. Even the kids are saying, violence comes to you here. So that's, I'm showing you the beauty, because we kind of melded into back to the Middle East. We were in the nicer neighborhood for a second, and now we're back in the Middle East, just kind of zigzagging. But yeah, that's sad when you talk to somebody and they're really nice kids, and they say violence will find you, man. End of story. Violence will find you, and there's just something sad about that. Because you want to think it's mutually assured destruction, right? You deal in drugs, then the other person who's buying drugs from the wrong person, who doesn't pay you on time, then that's when you get clipped. But it's like that kid is saying, you can just be walking and you'll get clipped. Is it because people are hurting around here? Yeah. I love how you saved him. Aw, thank you, Freenex. You're an angel. I appreciate that. Well, I always wanted a dog. Never had one, and he was so well behaved. The moment he went up to me, he just started digging his head in my arms. We could go. You want to cry, or which way do you want to go? You go this way. But yeah, the first moment I met him, I was walking down the street. In this area of Mexico, it wasn't even paved, so it's dirt roads. And I was just curious. It's a trucker stop, and it was really a city in between 2 cities that I wanted to go to, which I believe was Durango, or Torreon is between Torreon and Chihuahua. So it's a stopover city. And I'm curious about the stopover places too, because that's really where, another abandoned house satellite, that's really where tourists don't go. So met him there, and he was just this little dog that went up to me, and I started petting him and sat down, like, oh, you're so cute. And I sat down, he was like snuggling his head in my armpit. And then I kind of tested it out, because I went to Oxxo. Oxxo is like the Mexican 7-Eleven. And so I was going to get him some ham, go inside for 10 minutes. And I figured there's no way he's going to be back or waiting out. And I went outside the store. He was literally outside the door sitting down waiting for me. So I'm like, all right, it seems like you don't want me to really leave at any time. And then I tested it, and then he went to my motel. And then I tested it one last time when I was coming out of Ciudad Jimenez to Torreon. He got in my car. And then I opened the door and he leaped out of the car, and I figured, well, he wants to go out. This is his final decision. And then I drove about a block. I figured, well, look, if he's still on the block and he hasn't moved, then obviously he still wants to come back with me. And then I went back to the block. 1 minute later, he was just sitting right at the same spot. And I opened the door. Come in. And then he immediately came in. And then we had a long 3-hour drive. But he had never been in a car before, so I think he enjoyed it. This is beautiful. The sun is setting. We're getting it right. It's like Stonehenge. We're getting the perfect vista as the sun is setting. Cool, right? Oh, your mouth gets dry from talking so much. Sorry guys, lighting a cigarette. So yeah, now we're back more towards the Middle East, towards the dikes here area again. It's funny, you can see the gentrification because these houses have lights, little Christmassy lights, and then this one doesn't. And it's like a white people thing, right? So it's like you can see where the dividing line is by the amount of Christmas lights or where Christmas lights are. Chinese spot, authentic. But here's the thing about the hood, you see more fun stuff. This is cool. You see a lot more fun things, like there are more murals over here that we didn't even see before. I love this house with the pink shutters, beautiful. See, life is good. Walking around the hood, sun is setting, you get this beautiful view. Wesley says hi, everybody watching. I don't know how many people are actually watching, Wesley, but thank you. Although I noticed when I signed off my live stream, I thought 20 people were watching the live stream, and then when I signed off, it said that 4,000 people are watching, or watched all together. I said, oh, okay. Wow. But maybe I sucked because they didn't watch all at the same time. Cool. With the I like the small things. Like I love the purple drink. Got that perp. Got more perp. Cool. Another beautiful mural. Good sis says hi. Hello again. Glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, we're still going strong. An hour and 10 minutes. The dog is not tired. When the dog is tired, we shall end the stream. Well, we're going back the same direction, guys. We're going back the same direction. So this is a hood thing. Well, how much these are? Like let's say you guys are watching, you need to get a new washing machine. Where is this at? This is Milton. If you want to get your washing machine, this is Milton and fuck, I don't know. Delane, Orleans. This is Milton and Orleans Street. So guys, if you want to get a $200 washing machine, $175, $175, $175, washing machine, $175, dryer gas, $125, $125. $250. So you get some cheap. This is $150. This whole stove, $150. That's actually, man. Note to self: come here. I want to get a $150 stove. Things you find. Oh, hey, look! You want to get a couch? Free? Not free. This is a cool appliance place. So that's an appliance place. That's got some random person selling shit. That's an appliance place. That's the cheapest appliance place I think I've ever seen. Pretty cool. Oh, sell. Yes, Wesley, that is a facet of the hood. People are always trying to sell something, always trying to hustle. That's the only thing you notice in the hood. Is like people selling a lot more. Service is selling and selling is service. So, words of wisdom. So this is tab 2, boarded up. Ooh. Blue Point Crab House. Maybe I should go. I wish it was open. I'd buy some crabs. Is it open? No. Close. You got your liquor. Orleans liquor. Got some people hanging out. Cool, cool. So again, you see a little more of the hood here. A few more people congregating. You got a gentleman up ahead in a mask. So that's when you know you have been in the hood. But hey, some people in the mask is also a random white dude. So, you know, we're all around. We're everywhere. White people. We got double masks, very, very cool. You're doing well. You're going crazy. I got a YouTube. I got like 100 people watching. Anything you want to say? You want to give a message? Nah, you good? I hear you. Thank you for saying hi to him, though.
No problem. Hey, baby. Yeah, it's nice and chunky.
Oh, yeah, he eats too much. Oh, yeah, I cook him drumsticks and steak and whole 9 yards. Oh, yeah. He well fed. Good stuff. Nice meeting you guys. Thanks for saying hi. That's everything about the hood, right? Like, that dude had a ski mask on his face. So you think, oh, those people are going to jack me. No. It's not the reality. And those dudes had ski masks. So most people don't go around with ski masks every day unless it's freezing, and it's 54 degrees right now. So, but he is cool. So this is, you see the real trash. You see like the most bombed out places. There are sections that look nasty, and this is one of them. Unfortunately, this is not nasty for the dog because he's going to go dumpster diving and try to find some goodies. I don't think you're going to see anything, man. I'm sorry. I know. Fine, gross. He likes to do that. If that's what you enjoy. It's just asked if there's a tattoo parlor around it, but there is. Although tattoo parlors are more like down and out white places than black places. You see tattoo parlors more in the west, like New Mexico, stuff like that. While he's taking a drink, there's another cool mural around here. Cool. Man, these murals are everywhere. Cool church. Everything's cool here. You ready? Sleeping man with a sleeping plan. Oh, whoops, I think I woke him up. I need to. Sorry, he's friendly. I got a little extra cash for you for the headache. He likes to say hello. This is for you for, whoops, sorry, he's all up in your space. Yeah, of course.
I appreciate you.
Of course, thank you. Thanks for letting him kind of come into your space like that. He is very friendly, yeah. Yeah, but not everybody's that friendly to him back. Yeah, so I appreciate it.
When you got time,
Yeah.
one de dos writers, American writers.
Okay, para escribir.
Ya, para escribir.
Ajá.
Escritor.
Sí.
Novela.
Sí, novela. ¿Tienes eso?
Like Truman Capote and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
But listen.
Cold blood, uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good one.
I want it right.
Okay.
Because Truman Capote,
Yeah.
when he goes there, he lives in California.
Yes, right.
The situation happened in, wait a minute, in,
He had a lot. He had In Cold Blood. To Kill a Mocking. Well, that was the other one.
Kansas
Yeah, right.
City. He drove to the Kansas City.
Yeah.
I found out
Yeah. He was on the scene. He was on the scene. So I got a little YouTube. I apologize. Don't let me interrupt you though.
no.
You're good. Cool.
The guy explained, he take it,
Yeah.
he got $5 million in the bank.
Yeah, right.
He take it
Went off.
down there, and go to the country. The country said no.
Yeah, right.
You know family, those people.
Right. Who's the real family? Yeah.
You know not.
Yeah.
And Truman Capote is Truman Capote.
Haha, he was himself. No, he was very much himself the whole time.
You look into the guy,
He's innovative.
the country say, Cata,
Yeah.
get into security.
Right.
Go now, I want to talk to you.
Right. And they got him.
$50,000. He say, it's for you, I for the family.
Right.
Don't worry about it. For this, give me 1 year.
That was it. That was it.
I don't put in lawyer for nothing.
Right.
You know what? I like that. Oh boy.
Ha.
Hey,
Whole 9 yards.
Give me brandy for him for me.
Yeah. Right. That's Cuba's finest.
$1 million for you.
Is that much?
Give it to my soldier for everybody.
Right. Right.
To the lawyer, another $1 million.
And you're done. Yeah. There you're done.
You postpone those.
You're dead. Yeah.
Hey,
In a second. In a second.
to the mother and the handicap, putting 2 on the second floor, out.
Yeah. Just like that. Yeah. Yeah.
The son,
And they didn't even know.
okay, the son, putting over here, the glass,
Right.
boom, out.
Interesting. And they can see it like right there. Yeah. Yeah.
The lady, the sister, the lady, beautiful.
Yeah. She looked like something.
And dead.
Just like that.
And the
Ow.
guy, the father, dead.
Tragic. Oof. You wonder how that happens.
Escape only for $25 and wanted the radio smoke.
Yeah. Saw. There's little. Yeah.
When you go to the beach,
Yeah.
immediately to the investigation,
Yeah.
and to the lawyer.
They never
say,
did anything.
Please, 1 more year.
Right.
Both go to
Dead. Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. You better be careful. Yeah.
Remember,
Yeah.
the judge say, okay. But the judge received Truman Capote go to him and say,
You solved it.
"You know, I don't see you for one time, huh?" And look, what happened about it? $50,000.
Right.
The
It was
judge
like
said,
that.
"Oh, no, this, what you want to be, Truman?"
Yeah. Right.
Postpone.
Postpone. Yeah.
What?
You have it. You have it.
The clutter, the family,
Yeah.
they don't have it. Those people don't have it. Come on now.
Yeah. Right.
$50,000 for what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not worth it. That's
Then,
funny.
11 years. Spent Truman Capote.
Took that long.
But when finish to be dead, to die dead,
Yeah. There you're gone. Yeah.
Hollywood come.
I like it. Words to live by.
Truman Capote said, no, wait a minute. What are you doing? Movie, no. You have to do the beat first.
Yeah.
How much
He's
is
the
Truman?
first.
Give me, between you and me,
Yeah.
20.
20. That's it. I like it. He knew what he was doing.
Right,
He knew what he was doing.
Happy.
You know what he's doing? Yeah. You're not wrong.
When the movie go out,
And they did in cold blood. Yeah.
to the beginning, to the Truman Capote.
Right. Makes sense.
When the writer,
What is it? Yeah.
people in here is all orphans.
Yeah. Right.
No, I think the
but
Nobel Prize.
yeah. Oh look, well, where's to live by? He's wanting to hustle a little bit. Well,
Nobel Prize. And from putting new standard American literature book,
yeah,
American, different.
right. It's different. Yeah,
Nobel for crime.
yeah,
I mean, the first Nobel book. I mean, the first Rio
right.
Nobel.
First, really, it was. Yeah, you're right. Where's to live by? Yeah,
$20 million. Gross.
yeah, yeah. He's 30, worth 30 million. Yeah. Well, nice to meet you. He's got to hustle a little bit. Well, I'll look out for you.
Now,
Yeah.
now,
Okay.
Jack London,
Okay.
the dog.
Jack-o'-lantern. He looks like one. You're not wrong.
Jack London.
Okay. Jack London. I see. Yes.
They got 2 books.
Right.
about
Okay.
The dog.
Oh, okay. I'll check it out.
Check it out.
I will. Thank you.
Hollywood make it moving about it.
All right. Cool. He's going to be in the next Hollywood movie. I'll look out.
I believe.
Mucho gusto.
Don't forget.
I won't. Jack London. Thank you.
In the, not in the century.
Right.
No, in the 18th century.
Yeah. Right. Way back. I can remember all that. Yeah.
18th century.
Way back. Educate yourself. Amen.
Jack London.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Good to meet you. Take care. Oh, what in the goddamn hell was he talking about? Beautiful sunset. See, sometimes in the hood, people are nice, but then you can't really politely stop the conversation. Look at this sunset. Beautiful sunset. Look at this church in the sunset. Spin. They got some scooters here. You know, there's piloting all the scooters over there. Dog is sure happy to be back on the road. Oh Lord, that guy was a. Oh, there. Whoops. Lost my dog. Poor dude just needs someone to talk to. Yeah, he does. And I feel some guilt when I want to peel away, but I can't be talking to that guy for 2 hours. But yeah, people just want somebody to talk to. That's right. So, well, at least I politely got out of the conversation. I wasn't rude. I didn't run away. Nothing like that. Just trying to find a pot for fishing again. Yeah, beautiful sunset, guys. Cool. Sunset in the hood. Like, wow, dude. Cool. See, I feel guilty. Like, I could just spend my life just doing this. Enjoying the warm weather, seeing a new neighborhood, watching the sun go down. It's a simple life. I feel guilty that I like doing it so much. It has nothing to do with relationships or getting married or raising a child or having a career or proving yourself to be better than anybody else. But I don't know. It just feels nice to soak up the atmosphere of wonderful people and beautiful neighborhoods. Look at these houses. Cool, right? Multicolored. Oh, you got a better view of the sunset now. Cool. So again, we're in the Middle East, Baltimore's most dangerous neighborhood. You want to come? He does not like grapes. He's too scared of them. We must walk around the grapes. More beautiful buildings. Dog pees a lot. I want to say he pees like 10 times a day. We're walking the same direction we walked over, but if you walk on the other side of the street, look what you see. Cool. Look at this pretty thing, this little bodega. It's a little gazebo. Cool. Welcome to Action Effort Restoration Cleaning Community. Pretty. Of course, they got a barber shop. Now we covered the waterfront today. It'll probably end the stream at about 20, right when it gets dark. Because I think the dog is tired. The dog voluntarily decided to want to go back, and voluntarily walked in the direction to get back. So that's what he wants to do. But tell me, message me if you want me to stick around for the live while I get something to eat. I don't know if that's that interesting. But I can, because I'll leave him in the car and probably get something to eat and see what's good around here. Always gotta go pee. So yeah, this would be more of the business area. Well, this is what we are now. Now we're at Johns Hopkins Medical. So as you can see, that's the medical building. So there's going to be a lot more busyness here than there was in the couple blocks we just were at. Cool. We accept EBT, unsurprisingly. Baptist church is a little pretty church. Tiny little church. Dino's. Maybe I'm gonna eat there. Dino's restaurant. Do you ever just get attracted to a restaurant just by kind of looking at their lettering? But the Greek food is going to be here. They have a lot of Greeks here. And again, a lot of Muslim people here as well, so halal will be good. As well as, of course, your classic soul food, which you can also get in Richmond. Other places like that. There's Johnny Hopkins. Me and Sloan Ketter and Johnny Hopkins used to blaze that shit up. So now this is a little nicer. Buildings for the medical center. Housing for the medical center. Look at that. You see that? That's really sweet. Look at the hospital. I don't know if you can see it or not. Team William. Aw. Hope you get better, William. William's in the hospital right now, obviously. Hashtag Team William. I'm on Team William. I wish him well. So yeah, we're going to take a look at the medical center, hospital. Got to cook dinner. No worries, Wesley. Thanks for following. I'm going to eat dinner soon, too. I haven't eaten all day. I woke up at like 2 today. So that's my problem, but I haven't eaten lunch yet or eaten anything. It's probably... What time is it now? We're walking for 2 hours. 5:38. Yeah, we're walking for about an hour and a half, give or take. So yeah, here's Johns Hopkins. Take a look at what this street's like. Cool. In this area, it's going to be a lot safer. Not that any of it is that dangerous if you walk around as a random person. But this is reputationally less dangerous. But it is the gateway to the most dangerous neighborhood in the city. But yeah, you see a different little side Baltimore Medical Center. Dog's still going crazy. Now here's something weird, which I hate. The dog will follow somebody, and they won't even know. Sorry, he's friendly. Sorry about that. Yeah, friendly people here. Everybody's cool. Cool. Me and Johnny Hopkins and Sloan Kettering used to blaze that shit up. Hi all, cooking and camping for Hope. As I could recall, cooking and camping for Hope, you were also with me yesterday. So nice to have you check in. You're checking in a little late because we'll probably have about 20 minutes left of the stream. Oh, there's still plenty. And just to fill you in on what's happening, thank you for watching me yesterday. Just to fill you in, we checked out the Middle East and we checked out Patterson Park. And then one of the richier, so we checked out the worst neighborhood, and then we checked out one of the richier neighborhoods as well. And now we're in the medical center, where I think the dog is aiming, although I think we overshot where the car is. The dog is aiming to go back to the car. And the dog has a good directional sense, so he'll lead me back to where my car is. I photographed where I'm parked anyway. Yeah, it's just an orange, sorry man. Or it's not even that. But we might have overshot it. But the dog he'll always know how to get back. He has this bizarre sixth sense, but I think that's just because he's traveled so much and been in so many different types of environments and just kind of knows how to get back. And again, he's following that same person around because that's what he does. He's got a new friend. Sometimes it's tough to keep up with. So cool. Another building, medical. Got your Popeyes. Very cool. I'm not working in this building. Go to Popeyes across the street. Love that chicken from Popeyes. And cool, this is some historic buildings here. Pretty. Where do you want to go? Do you want to go straight or do you want to not? Or do you want to go this way? No, you want to go straight. Okay. Straight we shall go. I like all the walks to nowhere. Thank you. Yeah, this is kind of a walk around nowhere. That's a good way to put it. And now we got 16 people watching apparently, so we got a few more people than we had before. Just to give you guys an update and walk around the worst neighborhood of Baltimore, primarily where The Wire was shot. So we started our journey in the Middle East. I'm a tourist here. I'm not from Baltimore. I'm from New York City. And so we show the audience that, and then we walked to Patterson Park, which is a really pretty park. And then we went to one of the nicer neighborhoods and back down to the Middle East. Now we are in the most dangerous neighborhood, sort of, but we're at the part where the medical center is. Hey! He's about to chase that. Oh, fucker. Hey, you're not chasing shit. Thank you. He's about to chase that motorcyclist. Yeah, that's what pisses me off about the dog is, I found him on the street, stray dog. I like to have him off leash, and he won't chase cars, but if he sees a different type of transport vehicle, then he'll want to chase that. And so he's about to chase that motorcycle. And man, if you're chasing a motorcycle on the hood, you better watch out. So let's look at some of the public housing. Douglas Homes. Let's take a look at that. This one, I think, has a pretty bad rep, pretty high crime. So take a look at what they look like. I wouldn't mind living here. This is my little stoop. I could chief out outside my stoop, watch the sunset. That's one of the public housing. They're never as bad as people say, really. Some of them are, but got their lawn chairs. That's cool. See? Talk about siphon. Outside on the street, vibing out. This is what these guys have with their chair. All right, we can go on the housing project. Fuck it. Uh-oh, there's just, you missed it. I pointed out a squirrel to the dog, but he's since missed the squirrel, sadly. But yeah, now we're in the Middle East in a pretty iffy public housing complex. Dog's enjoying himself. I think we'll go straight because there's some cool buildings up ahead. But yeah, this is obviously a lot of, somebody told me 60% of Baltimore residents, which seems wild, live below the poverty line. And in terms of poverty, it's probably the worst off city for that. We'll go over here, see if I can. How do you get here? Oh, you got here through there. Because this might be a little more interesting. But this is where the hood kind of blends in with the medical industry in the center. So, kind of interesting. Got your basketball court. Almost looks like a college, university or something. Beautiful view of the sunset. Thank you for showing us around. I like your vibe. Thank you. Are you going live tomorrow? Yes, Freenex, we are going live tomorrow. We will be checking out Washington, D.C. and D.C.'s most dangerous neighborhood. Oh, shit. He sees a cat. He's not going to be able to get to the cat, though. That cat looks kind of dead, man. He's looking at this cat. He wants to beef with this cat. But yeah, so we'll be in. This is going to take forever. So this is, he sees a cat. This is all he's going to do. God damn it. So yeah, we what was it saying? I'm just pissed off at the dogs. Yeah, we'll be in Washington D.C. in the most dangerous neighborhood tomorrow. We're not going to spend the night in D.C. That's on the way to Richmond. Uh-oh. He never actually gets the cat. So I'll tell you that right now. He'll never get he hasn't gotten a single one. But he is a predatory dog. I'm sorry we ruined your day, cat. So he'll just do this. He'll just stare at the cat, and sometimes he'll do it for 20 minutes. Dude, come on. And he thinks if he just stays there, he has a better chance of attacking the cat. Versus, I wish he just would move. You're not going to kill the cat, dude. The cat is smarter than you. The cat is faster than you, and you're dumb. You're not going to get the cat, dude. So this is where we're in the hood right now in Baltimore, and my dog is just obsessed with this cat. Dude, you're not going to get it. You're too stupid, and you're too fat, and you're too slow. Well, tell me if I should make the cat move. Because if I get next to the cat's going to run, and the dog will run after it, and then the cat's going to run to safety. Versus this bullshit. Because he's not going to get tired. He's going to keep looking at the cat for the whole time. Oh, thank you, Joanne, again. I don't think he's dumb. But I get pissed off at him when he tries to attack cats. And I don't think he can understand me. Or, he can understand tones of voice. He can understand my words. So I can call him dumb. He doesn't seem to really care. You're dumb. Do you care? No, he doesn't care. No, he's not dumb, though. He actually is quite smart. But this is dumb. This is dumb. Like, how long are you going to look at this damn cat for? And I didn't know, man, he had such a predatory drive. He's had a few kills. He's never killed a cat. He killed a squirrel once. He killed 2 chipmunks. He killed 3 baby bunnies. He killed 2 rabbits. He's killed nutria. We are in Oregon. There's a nutria, which is like a beaver, and they're super slow. He killed 6 nutrias, but nutrias are invasive species. So the government and the people want less nutrias anyway, so he was helping in that cause when we were out in Oregon. But I think his favorite is cats, man. He just loves to chase cats. It's a standoff. It is, and the standoff is not going to end. Get a better view. Ain't nobody going nowhere, I'll tell you that much. Dude, he's not going to move. It's a total I may as well sit down because this is literally, I mean, we have now 60 people watching. Isn't it funny that the highlight of this entire walk is when my dog is just looking at this cat? So we'll talk about it. If you're new here, if you're viewing, we've been walking around the most dangerous area of Baltimore, and we decided to dip into a public housing complex. And unfortunately, or fortunately for you, because we have 60 people watching, my dog saw a cat, and he has a predatory drive. That's good to know the cat is not dead. No, it's certainly not dead. It was just sleeping, and this dog rudely awoke at him. And now I'm sitting down because it's really nothing. Dude, is he going to kill the cat? No. I wouldn't let him. Like, if I knew he's actually going to kill the cat, I wouldn't let him do it. He's too slow, he's too fat, he's never caught a single cat. He wants to kill the cat. That's his mission. That's what he lives for. That's what makes him happy. That's what gives him life. But he will not successfully kill the cat. And if the cat was huge, I'd be a little more concerned because the cat would be slower, and then I'd stop it. Although he's really hard to stop. I mean, once he locks in like this, he doesn't really stop. Eventually, what I'll do is I'll walk next to the cat. The cat will move, then the cat will jump over the fence or something, and then the dog will not be able to see it, and then the dog will lose interest. But I usually have to be the one to walk and get the cat to move. See, the cat's hissing at it now. This is gonna take forever, man. Cat's got me. I hope that cat. Why don't you scratch him? Scratch him in the face. You just scratch him because he gets scared. If cats scratch him, he actually gets scared. Cat scratch fever. Sorry, guys, lighting a cigarette. How long have we been doing this now? 6 minutes? I mean, I can see why people are watching. I guess it's like a sports game where nothing happens, but it's still fun to watch. And it's like soccer where nobody actually scores ever. And it's just guys zigzagging. And for some reason, people like to watch that. So I guess this is a sport unto itself. And then they'll have the finale where somebody scores a goal, and the finale here is the cat will run away, the dog will chase after the cat will disappear, the dog will be mildly upset, and then we'll move on with their lives. But I'm too nice to my dog. I indulge him, like I could stop him, but he loves doing this. Even if he doesn't catch the cat, I don't know what it is, if it's the endorphins or something, but he enjoys just staring them down like this. And he's not going to stop. See, this is... Nobody's moving. Guys in the chat, if you want me to stand and get the cat to move, let me know. Well, it's cool that you're doing... that your dog can hunt, but poor cat. Yeah, I'm not happy. Hey, come on. See, he doesn't give a shit. I'm gonna get the cat to move, guys. This is just annoying. And he's gone. Told you. I didn't even have to get the cat to move. So that's what happens. He tries to scratch the cat. He almost does. He doesn't quite do it. And then the cat runs away, and then he's finally done and loses interest. So that's what happens each and every time. I'm glad the cat decided to move her relatively early. Sometimes the cats will stand there for 30 minutes, and you're literally watching that shit for 30 minutes. But not this time around. The cat moved. The dog can no longer see it. The dog no longer cares about it. The cat is safe. The cat is not hurt. And the dog is happy. He got his little interaction. And then he got his chase. You happy, you little prick? Vicious prick? You feel good about yourself, huh? You think you're a man? Wait, shit. Nice. See, now we're walking a little further. We're going a little outside of the medical center where, again, it's already been dicey, but it gets even more dicey as we leave the medical center. I'm surprised he doesn't follow the cat. I had dogs that would do that and then disappear for the rest of the day. No, he doesn't, because if he doesn't have access to them, he doesn't see the point. So he won't follow. If he's out of their sight, he won't follow them. If he's in their sight, he'll try to, get them. But if he's out of sight, it's like old song, out of sight, out of mind, as the story goes. So he's out of sight, out of mind with the cat. Not into it. Not into that, not into the cat. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that standoff. That's a little day in the life, a classic dog and cat standoff. And it's something he lives for. He is a hunter, man. I don't know what he is, because as I mentioned, I picked him up off the street when I was in Mexico. But I think he's half shepherd, but he has to be half some type of hunting dog. because everything, he wants to go down this, see if there's anything. And I want to teach him to hunt eventually, but I think he's too fat and slow to actually nab anything. Where is this, Youngs? This is in Baltimore. We are in the most dangerous neighborhood, the Middle East, where The Wire was filmed, in Baltimore. So we're not from here. I'm from New York City. I found my dog in Mexico, but I spend most of my life traveling, sometimes for fun, sometimes with a point to it. But I've been to 27 states in Mexico, 48 states in the US, and 6 provinces in Canada. So most people love to go to Asia, Europe, and I've been to Europe a few times. But I love North America, all 3 countries. So, and right now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make a life where I could travel and try to rub 2 dimes together. So I think we have by the way, if you want to donate, I think we have a chat sticker or something on if you want to do that, or if you want to go to my YouTube, I have a GoFundMe if you want to support it, because yeah, I want to stay on the road because the dog is happier when we're on the road too, and I couldn't stand it. So I was a news anchor, I got fired, but I hated the job because I was a news anchor, so I'd work 8 hours a day, and like most people in the world, I'd have to leave my dog, and I'd have to pay for a, I go to rover.com. Rover is where you can drop your dog off at somebody's house versus a dog you take care, which I think would be a little much for him. But yeah, so I'll use Rover, and then, I'll see him for 4 hours before I go to bed. And I could tell, man, he was miserable. He moved less actively. I'd get back from work, it would be 9 p.m. I'd have to take him for a walk, and he's been stuck, he'd have a few mild 20-minute walks with the person he was staying with, but that's not the normal walk that he gets when he's with me. He wants to walk 3 to 4 hours a day. So he'd keep me out. I'd get work, pick him up at 9 p.m., and he'd keep me out until like 11 just walking. And I didn't want to stop him because that was the only way that he could get out his energy. And I figured this is just not a good way to live. I'm not happy. All I wanted to do was go to bed, relax. He wasn't happy. Even 2 hours is too late for him. He would notice if I'd get agitated, and he'd voluntarily want to go back into the apartment or the house. Yeah, so that's my mission now, is I have a YouTube, and I have about 5,000 subscribers. I'm not making much at all right now, but my goal is to be able to rub 2 dimes together where my dog could spend 4 hours a day just enjoying life outside, and maybe you guys could join me in that journey. So that's kind of my goal that I have now. This is cool. We're kind of in an industrial section, probably an old wing of the hospital is my guess. But now it's dark. I guess if you guys could still see. Aw, somebody sent me flowers. Thank you. Does flowers mean money or no? Or is it just flowers? I think it's just flowers. I thought somebody gave me a super thanks, but thank you anyway. Yes, Baltimore. It is Baltimore. He looks so happy. Exactly. So that's why I want to try to make money doing this. This is when he's happy. He's a hunting dog, man. So all he loves to do is see new places, sniff new places, walk as much as he can, enjoy the outdoors. And I wanted a lifestyle where he could have that for the majority of his time. I do some serious stuff too. This is kind of us just walking around the hood. I do some stuff about Scientology. I got fired for exposing the truth about Scientology. The Church of Scientology threatened my work. I used to be a local TV news anchor. If you want to Google Dodge, D-O-D-G-E, Landesman, L-A-N-D-E-S-M-A-N, Yuma. I was in Yuma, or Dodge Landesman Scientology. You could read about that whole story. But was fired because the church threatened to sue my station. So I've done that. And but I didn't, I was a news anchor, but didn't love it. And so I got fired, but I was pretty happy because the dog, the moment I got fired, the dog was so happy when we had a whole day together. He's like, what, really? And then we went to LA. It was hot in Yuma. We went to LA, and he loved that. And so I was in LA for a while covering the Danny Masterson trial. So I was saying, so with this YouTube, I do some serious stuff. So I'll do Scientology, and I was in New Hampshire covering the presidential primary for about 10 days. So I spent about 10 days in New Hampshire covering the election. And the reason we're in Baltimore is because I want to cover the last week of the South Carolina primary. So we're heading to South Carolina, but we're going to take about 8 days to do it. And dog doesn't like too long trips, although I don't care if he has a problem with it. But I try to make him, make it so he can enjoy every day. So we're stopping every 2 hours. We had our longest trip from New York City down to Baltimore, which we took. But other than that, we're not driving more than 2 hours. So we're going to or maybe 2.5. So we're going to go in Richmond tomorrow. And so we'll check out the most dangerous neighborhood of Washington, D.C. D.C.'s on the way. And then we'll check out Richmond the next day. And then we'll do South Carolina. And then I'll probably take a break because I'll be having to follow the candidates. So I'll switch into political mode. That's the weird part about my YouTube. There's a diversity of content. So I hope that's okay for you guys. Please do subscribe. Hip, hip, hooray. Thank you. In Hollywood, they have a Scientology recruit. Don't they ever? Oh, Mars says great live. I appreciate that, Mars. You're kind of cute, by the way. Scientology is getting a big pushback right now. Exactly. So I have 5,000 subscribers. The reason I have 5,000 subscribers is because I went on a popular YouTube page called Aaron Smith Levin, and he was a former Scientologist. So I explained to him why I got fired and what happened. And then I was able to develop this audience, and it looks like I'm continuing to develop it with this live. So I'm glad you're enjoying it. You are so welcome. I appreciate that. Regardless of if the flowers were flowers with money or not money attached to it, I still dearly appreciate it. It looks so weird out. Nobody's outside. That's most cities. Yeah, most people are not outside. And it's nighttime now. He's lucky to have you. Aw, thank you. I have subscribed. That's very sweet, Mars. I appreciate it. Glad you stood up for what's right. We know, Aaron. Awesome. Glad you do. It's always complicated to figure out where my followers are from, because some have paid attention to the political videos, so they know less about Scientology. Some have paid attention to the Scientology, found me through Scientology, so they know less about politics. And now some of you are finding me through these live streams across the hoods of America. Yesterday we had about 4,000 people watching. And I think we have probably something similar to that today, which is nice. Right now we're at our peak. We have about 60 people watching probably. So guys, if you want to comment, I could talk to you. Don't forget about the streets, LA. Yes. Oh, you're from, Mars. Well, Mars, we're in North Carolina because we were thinking about going to Winston-Salem, maybe check out the beach in Wilmington, check out the big city of Charlotte. Also going to check out Raleigh. We're also thinking about seeing Wilson. Wilson's one of the more down and out places. They got the Whirly Gates, which is this beautiful art project. I used to be on a family foundation, and so we'd give millions to art redevelopment to try to revitalize downtowns, and Wilson was one of them. So we might stop there. But yeah, hey, we'll have to stop on by. Mars, you want to add me? I'm on Facebook and Instagram, Dodge, D-O-D-G-E, Landesman, L-A-N-D-E-S-M-A-N. That's Dodge space Landesman on Facebook, and on Instagram, Dodge Landesman, one word. If you want to say hi, because yeah, I'll be going down to North Wake Forest. Oh, so you're right next. Okay, see that Wake Forest would be north of some big city. It's either north of Charlotte or north of Raleigh or north of Durham. But we'll be in that region, so great. Wake Forest, of course, has a famous university. Where there's a movie about it. I can't remember, with Forrest. Maybe his name is Forrest D. Whitaker, and I thought he was at Wake Forest University. Well, Wake Forest is a famous debate university. No, Wake Forest was they have a historically black college that was well known for debate in the 1930s and 40s. Great master debaters, that's a joke. Great Debaters was a movie, I think it was set in Wake Forest. Raleigh, yes, there you go. And yes, Wilson Whirly Gigs is very cool. So yeah, it is very cool. I'd be curious, Mars, to see if people visit Wilson now, and to see if it's worth going to or not. Forrest Gump, right. I just clicked on this, but I know about what you are talking about. Yeah, Youngs, it's gotten somewhat well known. Red Rips, don't forget about Streets LA. Big fan of his. We're also going to be in LA on the streets, and so we'll cover the worst areas, and we'll also cover, of course, where the Scientology Center is. So a fan of his. He doesn't know who I am though. Grady the Great says, yo. Young says masturbators. Exactly, that's my joke. Hello, Grady the Great. Pretty country, and yes. And so the other thing that I like to do, I'm a big outdoors guy. I love to go to rivers and lakes, and go hiking, long hikes, be in nature. I probably even like that more than cities, though. I like everything. So does a dog. He likes a little nature. He likes a little city. He likes variety. But I don't think I'll necessarily do a live stream, because that's kind of boring if you're in a small town and you're just at a lake. But yeah, Mars, add me, and then I'd love to connect to see if there are any good little parks you like in that neck of the woods. And then, hey, meet up with we can meet up in Wake Forest. So yeah, a lot of opportunity, but love all that area. So we just walked in a circle. That's where the cat standoff happened. Sometimes the dog just walks in a random circle, especially if I'm not focusing on like where I'm going and just talking to people. And Hazel says, "What are you doing?" I'll explain this again because Hazel is new. We're walking around the ghetto of Baltimore, the worst neighborhood, which is the Middle East, which is near the Johns Hopkins Medical Center. And so I figured I'd show people the good, the bad, and the ugly of the so-called ghetto. It's actually pretty cool and fun to walk around. I have a dog that I found on the street in Mexico, so he's kind of leading the way. But that's what we're doing. I hope you enjoy it. Please do subscribe. Pulling Park in Raleigh, thank you. Pastel chocolate, so that dog be thick. He needs to lose weight. I need to control his intake. One of the reasons he's so fat is when I got him, he had oh fuck, is there another cat? No. He had cancer, and he got chemo and is good now. But for the first year that I had him, once he finally got rid of the cancer, he had a tumor on his nose and couldn't eat that much. He'd eat a little bit, but he was skinny mini because he'd almost choke on his food. It would be painful to swallow. And so he'd eat a little bit here and there. But the moment the cancer went down, I was just so happy he could eat that I started cooking him steaks and chicken drumsticks and pork chops and anything with a bone. Lamb chops, castillos, ribeye steaks, fried chicken, oysters, fish, barbecue, pulled pork, burgers, pork chops, everything. Because it's just so exciting. But now he's taking full advantage, and now he's a heavy dog. He's got to lose weight. He lost a little bit of weight. We were in Florida for a while, which he really didn't get much exercise. But this is another reason I'm out here for so long. We've been out here now for 2 hours. But I really want to make sure he gets exercise so he can lose some weight. Because, yeah, he is thick. I don't think he's, like, horrifically fat or anything. But, yeah, he's thick. Elizabeth Cox says, what? Well, asked me what about what, and I'll tell you. Dog loves stairs, chases cat. Thank you, Freenex, for giving the the rundown. Xenu and the Fatens. Very funny. I like that. See, we're gonna try to see some more stuff, guys, once he gets out of this housing complex. Dude, do we have to stay forever in this goddamn complex? To him, the answer is yes. See, he loves things that look like mazes. So this is like a maze, so he loves it. I'm pissed off because we're looking at the same shit over and over. Oh well. We will find something cool. That's Dino. I wish. My Lord and Savior. So this is the annoying part of the dog, is he'll just take forever and sniff trash. I'm hoping we can get to that side of the street so we can see some more stuff. That would be cool. Got a grill outside. I like it. Classic. Classic. All right, let's see a little more now, finally. I'm gonna check my battery, guys. Oh shit, 28%. Pretty bad. Where name goes, we follow. Ha! Thank you. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. More than I am. Has anything dodgy happened since you've been there? No, not terribly. Or Janer Park, plenty of walking. Oh, the trail's also in Wake Forest. Well, cool. Hey, hit me up. Let's go for a walk. That sounds fun. And I have a GoFundMe if you guys want to support. One of the fun things is if you donate $200, I will interview you for my YouTube. At least 20 minutes. And you go blast out to all my followers. If you want to donate something crazy, like $500, I will physically go to you and interview you. So if you want to look at my YouTube, I have a GoFundMe link, so you could probably do it through there. You can send me little stickers, I think, through here as well. But you can send me your stuff with GoFundMe if there's any interest. Dog is working up his way up the bridge maze. Isn't it ever? Isn't it ever, man? Oh, yeah. So now we're finally... You're not going back in there. What pisses me off is they're all structured like this, so he's going to want to go into each and every one, which aggravates me. But I'm going to have to sign off in about 5 minutes because I need enough battery to get to the car. You don't want to be stuck out here looking for your car at night necessarily. So when I get it, well, we still have 15 minutes. So now I'm not gonna sign off. I'm gonna look at Google Maps so I can figure out where I'm parked and try to direct the dog to that. Although now we have 50 people watching, so maybe never mind. We're taking a look at Baltimore, having a good time. In case you're the ops. I am PsyOps. I am the living embodiment of PsyOps. People talk about PsyOps with January. I started January 6th. I am Antifa. Sorry, he got scared when I was shouting that I am Antifa. That's the first person I've seen. Yeah, there's not a lot of people out. That's America, man. That ain't Mexico, but that's Canada and America. Is most of the streets, even though they're designed for walking, people are usually not out. Toronto says hi. What do you think about Olivia Chow? That was interesting. Olivia Chow is the new mayor of Toronto. I love Toronto. I was just in Toronto about a month ago. And I went to Mississauga as well, saw the suburbs. I've been all around Ontario. Toronto's great. I say Toronto is like New York, but it's clean, because I'm from New York City. And Toronto feels like New York downtown, Dundas Square. But don't go to Waterloo, because that's where the vampires hang out. So don't go to Waterloo. If you know that reference. I'm a big fan of Canada, from the guy from saying hello from Toronto. And we're actually going to go to Canada. I've been to 6 provinces myself. We're going to go to Canada and cover the election of Trudeau. Yeah, you actually say Trudeau. It's not Trudeau. It's Trudeau. Trudeau versus Pierre Poilievre. We're going to cover Pierre, who I think actually has a chance to win, which is interesting. I'll sub if you throw cheeks. Let me see. You want to see my cheeks? There's my cheeks. I hope you can see it. I hope you saw the cheeks. Please sub. I'm a whore for subs. A good tip to get yourself one of those batteries that you could plug in a phone and give you an extra hour of time. I'm broke as fuck, guys. So if you want to, this is me being a digital internet prostitute. Give me money, bitch. If you want to give me money and give me a super fucking sticker or whatever, so I could buy a, I don't even know where I was going this. Yeah, where I could buy a portable charger, that would be cool. Because you guys seem to be enjoying watching this. We still have 50 people watching this. So if you want to help out, I like your dog. Gee, thank you, Joel Jester. Hot Topics TV. Hi. I hope you don't mind me saying Hot Topics, but you are hot yourself. Just looking at that little icon. So hit me up on Instagram if there's any interest. It's Dodge Landesman, DODGELANDESMAN, one word. Youngs. Thank you, Youngs. I like your shoes. That's very kind. I like vintage. Most of my clothes are from the 1950s, some from the 60s and 70s. But I think people dress too casual these days. So I say I like to dress casual, but I dress casual as in how they dressed in the 1950s. This is my outfit. Got an old World War II jacket, red cardigan. So I like to dress up a little bit. So thank you for the shoe compliment. I'm 5. Well, it's Ohio band. I'm sorry to hear that. I'll try to curse less for you if you're actually 5, Ohio band. By the way, shout out to Ohio. We were in East Palestine about 2 months ago, having a good time. Good time. People's water got messed up. But interviewing people in East Palestine. Love Ohio. I've been to Ashtabula and Port Huron, Cleveland. Been to Columbus. World's largest mallet is in Columbus. Been to Cincinnati. Grater's ice cream. Got a Skyline chili, man. People beef with Skyline chili so hard. It's fucking delicious. How have we not figured out that combining spaghetti and chili is delicious? So shout out to Cincy for that. I love your hair. Thank you, Zeusy boy. I wish you were a girl, but that's still very sweet. Thank you. Girls never say that. Never. How do you get those blue suede shoes? Tell me one, step in my face, slander my name all over the place. Do anything that you want to do, but honey, lay off of my shoes, and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Thank you. I just got those from Amazon, but thank you. I am in real life. Oh, cool. Well, hit me up. Again, I'm giving people my Instagram. I am a desperately seeking Susan. Single, desperate, all that jazz. So my Instagram is Dodge, D-O-D-G-E, Landesman, L-A-N-D-E-S-M-A-N. Again, D-O-D-G-E, L-A-N-D-E-S-M-A-N. Dodge Landesman. You want to hit me up, because I am a desperately seeking Susan. Old expression for you. We finally got in the street. One guy in the street. Sorry, he's friendly. Yeah, hey. Sorry. So some people will respond to your dog with rage, like that man. Respond to it with rage and rancor. But that's okay. He was upset. You're not like my, not everybody likes my dog. 80% of people like my dog, 20% of people want to start shit. Got it. Thanks, Deuce. Appreciate it. What intersection is that? I used to live in Baltimore. Central Avenue and what's the other? What street are we on? Tehran Central. We're at, not far from the medical center. I'm trying to get back to my car, but I think we walked way out of the way to do it. But let's see. Trying to get the cross street for you. That's cool. You're from Baltimore. Ah, shit. 15%. I gotta sign off soon, guys, because I gotta get back to the car when I have still a battery. Being batteryless in the hood, I'm sure I'm fine, but you never know. You never know. You'll never know. Oh no, you'll never ever know just how much I love you so. Little skyline in the back. You probably can't see it. Bummer. I live in Ohio. Where are you at? I'm in New York City, but I was saying how much I liked Ohio. I talked about how Skyline Chili is pretty nifty. And I've been to Cincinnati and Cleveland and Ashtabula and Port Huron and Columbus, short north. Oh, we got a little homeless encampment. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, he's got a setup. She has got a setup. I like your setup. Well, she can't. She's asleep, but cool. That was cool. I didn't wake her up. You got to see her sleeping situation. Respect to her. She got a whole mattress. She was in dreamland. I wonder if being homeless is not as bad if you got like a mattress like that. It's not bad today because it's 55, but I'm sure when it gets colder, that's not fun. What do you think about Palestine? Oh boy. You know, I think, quite frankly, it's two religious zealot countries going against each other. And the sympathy that we show for any of them, it seems bizarre to me, because these are two people who are religious radicals. Israel proportionally is getting more and more Hasidic Jewish people. Those people are anti-freedom of women, anti-gay, anti-falling in love with somebody of a different religion, anti so many things. And of course with Islam, I hate to say it, but Islam is also anti-women. They have so much in common, these two radical idiot religions, I'm sorry, in my opinion. And not all, there are a lot of moderate Muslim people, obviously. And I'm half Jewish, there's a lot of moderate Jewish people. But the people who are having influence in the Israeli government are increasingly Hasidic Jews, which means an increased segregation against in Palestine. But then with that, they're also pretty savage, and Hamas is a terrorist organization. You know, I mean, this is going to sound horrific. I'd say we should just blow both of them up. In my opinion, the ultra-religious people are ironically the modern-day savages. They are behind us. They are than us. they want to restrict the liberties of human beings. And they, you know, before is the Christian people who would want to so-called civilize the savages, which is pretty against that in general. Look at all the genocide. But these are the modern savages. So you know, I don't think we should bomb them. I don't think we should have anything to do with them, quite frankly. You know, when you're dominated by religion, there is no good on either side. So I don't talk about it that much because I don't have an expertise, but that's my basic opinion on that. Thanks for asking. That was fun. Oh shit, I got 8% left, guys. Are you in NYC? I'm from NYC. What intersection? Oh yeah, I got that. I live in Ohio. Hi. Titez. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, says the goat. Be safe, says Charlie. Charlie, you're cute too, by the way. If you want to add me on Instagram, it's Dodge Landesman, DODGELANDSMAN. So that's my Palestine. Man, you better get the hell out of Baltimore. Whatever you hate, do stay the hell out of Lexington Market. We're in an area much more dangerous than Lexington Market. Stay safe. Thanks for the walk. I'll try to catch tomorrow. Thank you, Freenex. It's great getting to know you, my friend. Xbox or PS5. I don't like video games except Grand Theft Auto because I do like running over people and murdering them. Not in real life, so I'm going to say PS5, but I'm not much of a video gamer. The only two games I like are Mario Kart and Grand Theft Auto. But I'm waiting for the next GTA. That'll be fun. Guys, I got to sign off. I got 8% left. And would be bad to get lost and not be able to find your car when you're out of battery. So I think I got to sign off. Before I do, we're going to get a great view of the skyline as our last little visual goodie over here while we're all talking and getting to know each other. And then I'm going to sign off because I have 7% left and no portable charger. Again, if you guys want to donate, just to whore myself out, if you want to donate a little sticker so I could get a portable charger, that would be great. Now I'm at 5%. But let's take a look at the skyline just to say goodbye. Thank you, Ladista. Great getting to know you too as well. Thank you. Have a good evening. Downtown. Bye, guys. Love you all. Can you say my name? Noah Sanchez. The great Noah Sanchez. So here's your, that's the final moment. Noah Sanchez gets the last word. Noah, thank you for subscribing. Follow me tomorrow. We're heading to DC. We'll be in the most dangerous neighborhood in DC. Thank you all for watching. Love you all very much. Have a wonderful night. Mwah. Love you. Bye-bye.